Imagine a rocket so large it makes every other vehicle humanity has ever launched look like a toy. A machine taller than the Statue of Liberty, powered by 33 engines firing simultaneously. Capable of lifting more weight into orbit than anything ever built in human history. Now imagine that rocket is fully reusable, that it lands itself back on the launch pad, caught by giant mechanical arms. This is not science fiction. This is Starship, and it may be the single most important machine ever built by human hand. Welcome to Trillionaire World, the channel exploring the technologies and companies building the future of humanity. Today we are going deep into SpaceX's Starship, what it is, how it works, why it matters, and exactly how it is going to change human civilization forever. Because here is the truth most people miss when they watch those incredible launch videos. Designed to make humanity a multi-planetary species. It is an economic engine that will collapse the cost of reaching space by 99%. It is the foundation of a future where humans live on Mars, where satellites blanket every corner of Earth. To understand Starship, you need to understand Elon Musk's obsession and the single moment that changed everything. In 2001, Musk walked into a NASA meeting expecting to hear about plans to send humans to Mars. He left that meeting deeply disturbed. Musk became convinced that if humanity remained a single-planet species, extinction was not a question of if, but when. An asteroid, a pandemic, a nuclear war. So in 2002, he founded SpaceX with a radical idea, not just to launch rockets, but to make rockets reusable. The early years were brutal. SpaceX's first 3 rockets failed. The company nearly went bankrupt.
The total loss of the vehicle.
Musk later admitted he thought the odds of SpaceX succeeding were below 10%. But the 4th launch succeeded. Then NASA became a customer. Then the Falcon 9 rocket proved reusability was real. And SpaceX transformed from a startup on the edge of collapse into the most dominant launch company on Earth.
Global aerospace, redefining access to the stars.
But Falcon 9, as impressive as it was never the destination. It was the stepping stone. Starship was always the goal. Let us talk about what Starship actually is, because the engineering here is genuinely extraordinary. Starship is a 2-stage, fully reusable launch system. The bottom stage is called Super Heavy. The top stage in the spacecraft itself is called Starship. Together they stand approximately 123 meters tall. Super Heavy is powered by 33 Raptor engines, the most powerful rocket engines ever built. Running on liquid methane at full thrust, Super Heavy produces roughly 17 million pounds of force. That is nearly twice the thrust of the Saturn V rocket that sent humans to the moon. But raw power is only part of the story.
When we consider
that model is like buying a new Boeing 747 for every single flight and then throwing it away when you land. SpaceX changed that equation with Falcon 9, landing its first stage boosters on drone ships. But Starship takes reusability to a level nobody thought was possible. Super Heavy returns to the launch site and is caught mid-air by 2 enormous mechanical arms built into the launch tower. The booster does not even need landing legs. It is grabbed out of the sky like a falling pencil. The Starship upper stage then re-enters the atmosphere belly first, using aerodynamic control surfaces called flaps. The entire system is designed to be refueled and relaunched within hours. That changes the economics of space completely.
The goal is a complete turnaround within hours.
The current cost to launch 1 kilogram of payload into orbit is roughly $2,000 to $10,000. Elon Musk has stated that with full Starship reusability at high launch frequency, the cost per kilogram could fall to $100.
97% reduction.
To understand what that means, think about what happened to computing when the cost of processing power collapsed. In 1970, today, more computing power sits in your pocket for free than existed in entire government facilities 50 years ago. The collapse in computing costs created the internet, smartphones, artificial intelligence, and the entire digital economy. The collapse in launch costs that Starship enables will do the same thing for space. Industries that were completely impossible at current launch prices: space manufacturing, space-based solar power, asteroid mining, point-to-point Earth travel at hypersonic speed. Even before Starship reaches its full potential, it is already reshaping the satellite industry. SpaceX's Starlink constellation currently provides high-speed internet. It is already generating billions of dollars in revenue and has become a critical piece of infrastructure for military operations. But Starlink's current capability is limited by what Falcon 9 can carry. Starship changes that completely. Each Starship launch can carry hundreds of next-generation Starlink satellites at once, satellites that are physically larger, more powerful. Starlink version 2 satellites, designed for Starship, are so large they could not even fit inside a Falcon 9 fairing. Including the 2.6 billion people currently without internet access. That alone, connecting the unconnected. But all of that is context. The real reason Starship exists is Mars.
And the vast canyon system, Valles Marineris.
Elon Musk has been explicit about this. He wants to establish a self-sustaining city on Mars within the next 20 years. He believes a city of 1 million people. Most people hear that and think it sounds impossible. But let us look at the math. Starship is designed to carry up to 100 metric tons of cargo, with a fleet of Starships launching during each Earth-Mars transfer window, which occurs approximately every 26 months. The key enabling factor is that Starship is designed to be refueled in orbit. A fleet of tanker Starships would top up the fuel tanks of a Mars-bound Starship, and critically, Starship runs on methane, which can be manufactured on Mars using the carbon dioxide in the Martian atmosphere and water ice below the surface. This means a future Mars base could potentially produce its own rocket fuel, enabling the return journey and eliminating dependence on supplies from Earth. This is not a dream. It is an engineering plan with a logical pathway from current technology to execution. Throughout all of human history, every civilization that has ever existed has been confined to a single planet, a single large asteroid impact, a global nuclear exchange. Any of these events could end human civilization entirely. Starship is the first technology in human history with a credible pathway to changing that equation. If SpaceX succeeds, if a self-sustaining Mars colony is established within the next few decades, then humanity becomes, for the first time.
That is not just an engineering achievement, that is a civilizational milestone as significant as the development of agriculture writing. The next few years are critical. SpaceX is working toward orbital flight certification, NASA's Artemis moon landing missions. The launch cadence is expected to accelerate dramatically. SpaceX has stated ambitions to reach hundreds of Starship launches per year. Beyond that, point-to-point Earth travel using Starship, flying passengers from New York to Tokyo in under an hour, remains a stated commercial goal. And beyond even that, as the cost of access to space continues to fall, industries and applications we cannot yet imagine. The space economy is projected to reach $5 trillion by 2040. Starship is the infrastructure layer that makes most of that possible. We stand at one of those rare moments in history where a single technology is about to change the trajectory of an entire civilization. Most people will watch Starship launches as entertainment, spectacular videos of enormous rockets rising into the sky. They are the first steps of a species learning to leave its cradle. The beginning of an expansion that, if it succeeds, will ensure that the story of human civilization does not end on this planet. Elon Musk once said that he wants to die on Mars, just not on impact. Whether that happens or not, the machine he built to get there may well be the most consequential invention of our lifetime.
A testament to human engineering, reaching for the stars.
This is Starship, and its story is only just beginning. If this video made you think differently about what humanity is capable of, subscribe to Trillionaire World. Every week we go deep into the technologies, companies, and visionaries building the future of our civilization. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And share this with someone who needs to understand what is coming.
Transforming how we share our greatest moments of discovery. Welcome to the era of absolute connection. This is our shared tomorrow.
The future is being built right now. We will keep tracking it for you.